hear these youngins by the slang that I bid first, and I can't even get no credit for it. That shit hurt. Yeah, we been nerds, not the type to use big words. Still down to throw you if you throwing the fist first. Fail face, but every now and then I don't get curved. Still end up broken hearted that we get what we deserve. Freak show, they staring and don't ask for no pictures. Cause I'm a giant man like I'm Fishburne. Maybe cause I'm hotter than the grease with a fish burn. We're slacking now, I'm putting in that work like an intern. I probably won't gain lives like trading in your system. The game stop. Don't really rap about what I ain't got. Been me since back when I could fit in the tank top. You think I'm ever changing? I think not. Hit the taco truck and I can show you the flame spots. They only taking cash and now I'm making the bank stop. Think cock, don't say a word, just open that safe lock. Now I'm playing the ATM, broken the rain wide. Raindrops falling on my head. I hate cops, ain't talking to the feds. Zombie mode on a rocky road, walking like I'm dead. Need to pick me up that I will eat the chocolate with the bread. Still trash, just now me in my pockets getting fed. That's real rap, now I can pay for guac without a sweat. You feel that? Playlist full of indie and drill trap. Problems, I got 99 on me, I'm Lil Sap. But fucking never cried over spilled paps. Never crying over who spilled that. Young medicine man, and I'm looking to peel caps. Put on the beat and I will snap. Put on the beat, I'ma kill that.
Ryne Radio is brought to you in part by Cerna Cigars. If you want to burn like a star, smoke a Cerna cigar. Premium hand-rolled blunts with the glass tips, and it should be powered by Fresh Coast Cannabis. Follow both Cerna Cigars and Fresh Coast Cannabis on Instagram today and let them know that Ryne Radio sent you. We are also brought to you by Adopt My Block. Follow Adopt My Block on Instagram, but also support them on their Patreon or add them into your cart on Amazon Smile. Remember, adopt, don't shop with Adopt My Block. If you would like to listen to some underground music from the Northern California area and beyond, check out TinoKilledIt.com or TinoKilledIt.live. And if you're trying to have your music spun on Tino's radio station, call 915-233-2120 or support them on Patreon today. If you're in Santa Cruz, stop by the Rush Inn at 113 Ninth Street in between Water and Pacific. Come play with us forever and ever, or until the government shuts us down again at the Rush Inn.
Oh, we'll never be crazy on episode 80. Spain to launch a trial of 4-day working week. You sleepy siesta fuckers. This whole conversation about like the robots are going to take our jobs and there's not going to be enough employment. And I'm like, does anyone care? If a job is not shit, then it's worth doing for no money. If you had money, like, because obviously we're going to have to get to a point where we just give out resources for free. Like, who cares if there's someone out there who has 100,000 times more stuff than their grandparents? Like, it's not going to make them any more happy. What event would you rather die than live through? A Jedward concert. Ah, no, I'm just kidding. I see you Jedward fans. For real, like a nuclear winter. I don't think this is a game worth playing, you know? Like, if that was, like, Monopoly.
Okay, or you're gonna walk around to be, like, avoid being killed by cannibals and, like, sleep in bushes and, like, eat old fucking food that might be poison?
No, I don't want my kids to play that.
What the fuck is good, everybody?
Let's go.
Ryne Radio, episode 127. I'm going to make sure this works really quick because I've had... See, I told you, I fuck it up.
You got to test it.
No, you're probably familiar with Wonder Dave.
Yeah, Wonder Dave.
I had him on a Zoom call.
Uh-huh.
And I was so like, I was trying to be professional and be like, no, I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention to Dave.
Yeah.
That I ignored my live chat. The audio was terrible the whole time. It was like choppy as fuck.
Dude.
And I went like fucking an hour until like
Realize it.
like almost like a full episode.
Dude,
until, like, even
that's
anything happens.
that makes your back feel cold, bro. You get that chill, like,
I mean,
oh.
it's live, so fuck it, you know, like fuck it, we'll do it live.
We're doing it. I know.
Fuck
Dude,
it,
you
we'll
should
do it
add that
live.
into the intro, like. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much, man. But if you want to introduce yourself,
Yeah,
for my
brother.
folks that fucking aren't familiar.
Hell yeah, man. Hey guys, my name's Arturo Raygoza Jr. I'm a comedian from the Bay Area. I'm from Union City, specifically. But yeah, man, I'm a comedian, but now I guess I'm a producer, and I produce like an Ultimate Roasting Championship through my company, Streetlight Entertainment. We do live shows. We do a bunch of stuff like that. Man, just doing another thing. A person with a dream, grinding, trying to make things happen. It's the same thing, but doing it through comedy, trying to make people laugh. So that's me.
No, yeah, man, and fucking, I've been fucking with you since I first met you because I mean, like, not that like we're like homies or anything like that, but I've always had like a mutual respect because, and I was telling you this downstairs that I was like the first ever fucking open mic that I tried was fucking your shit.
Pepper Tree, bro.
Yeah, the fucking Pepper Tree, man. Fucking, I guess R.I.P. temporarily. That's just gonna rise again like the Undertaker.
I know. Yeah, it'll come back.
It'll all come fucking back. But
the old stomping grounds, brother.
yeah, like how long have you been fucking in this fucking
in the game, bro? So entertainment game, it's been 10 years. I started, it's getting longer, I guess. So I started in 09. I went to Tommy T's to do an open mic, bro. But I was one of those people where, I mean, like a lot of us, we didn't come from freaking hella money, hella opportunity, hella whatever. So I had to work a lot. So I was always like working 80% of the time and then trying to do whatever I could with a little bit of time that I could. So like I started in 09. I'd go to just open mics at Tommy T's. That's all I had time for. I randomly pop in, be tired of shit because you got to go to work in the morning kind of thing.
Man.
And that's it. And I did that for like 3 years. I was just micing there. And then eventually I started doing this, and that was dumb, but I thought it was the right move. LA is where everything's happening, and everyone tells you that. And so I was trying to drive to LA whenever I could. And I would drive down there trying to do open mics. And I guess you don't have to be a comic. You'd have to be a comic to understand how like, oh, that sounds like bad, because you go down there and there's lotteries for everything. You don't have a guaranteed spot. Out here you have spots. If you sign up, you're there. You have to put your name in a bucket.
Yeah.
And then people will put they pick that, and they decide who is gonna go that night. So I could drive down to LA and get no time. Show up to 3 mics and get no time. And I've seen people taking people's names out the bucket, bro. Keeping their homies, and I've seen my name get pulled. So like that was an old bad feeling, bro. I remember that. So those are long ass 6-hour drives, bro. But I did that for like 2 years trying to make that happen. Then I finally started understanding I could start my own thing. I could kind of like create my own time, and that's when I started making my own mic and then coming out and popping out at mics. And then I started, but all the work I was trying to do, it finally was like a damn, it got released because I found places I can actually go do the stuff that I've been working hard to do. So good thing I didn't stop, because there's a few times on those trips you're like, God dang, I feel like this ain't worth it, you know?
Nah, fucking, and I fucks with it, man, because like I said, and you know, even the few fucking mics that I've been hitting, I always see you everywhere. Like even if I see you on like I see you almost every single flyer, like pretty much almost every show from the South Bay to fucking the East Bay is like you, fucking Pete, fucking Atu, fucking like Sean Boyles, fucking like Zach Lord, like it's like the same like.
You start seeing this familiar faces,
but because of that, every time I see you guys, I'm like, oh, I get it, like that's and it makes me be like, oh yeah, you fucking ain't doing shit, fool. Like you ain't doing shit yet.
Yeah, take that shit positive though.
No, I do.
I get that. You see what I'm saying? You do. I get that feeling. Like there's two ways to take that feeling, because I get that feeling too. But you don't either. You let yourself become a hater, or you let yourself become someone who's moving. Be someone who's moving. Yeah. So when I see it, I clap twice. Like hell yeah, good for you, and I'm gonna go get mine. That's how I really am about stuff. I'm happy for people, and then I gotta go make my shit happen. Yeah. Because some people just sit in that shit, brother. Like they hate.
Because I'll be like popping up here and there. I'll be like, damn, there's that dude again. Damn, there's that dude again. Then I was like, damn, that's fucking like. It's just really a matter of getting on every goddamn thing. Yeah. Just keep fucking like, and people will feel like it's like most anything that's like a creator pursuit, I feel is like they'll say like, oh, it's a race, but it's like, it's a constant one though. It's not one that has a finish line. Like you keep running and running and running until fucking your legs break pretty much.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
and it took me a while to understand it's always going to feel like that, especially if you're like somebody who really loves it. Like you got to keep doing something. It never ends. You're always gonna feel like you're not doing enough, dude. I feel that way too. I run shows. Like I'm about to start a show that's here and in LA. And it's like, and I still feel like, damn, I'm not doing anything. That's just gonna be a constant thing. But just let it be positive. Just go do more. Sure. But just like, it's weird, brother. Like you'll never feel enough. And then you got it. But you gotta understand you are doing what you can do, you know? And there's something in that.
For real. Cause like I almost feel like it's like I'll tell myself like, oh, I wish there was like 48 hours in a day, but it's like even then I'll fucking still do it.
And you'll be like, yo, man, I can't.
Like, you know, it's like even at that point, it's still gonna be the same kind of a thing. It's like there's still bills to be paid, and fucking until like all that fucking shit aligns, and you know, it is what it is. But fucking, you said the show itself, and I seen you were posting about this today too. Like you kind of you're going for like an In Living Color kind of like.
And I put that one first. Did you notice I put that first?
I
know. So like I want to
it was specifically in Living Color, Mad TV, and then
I specifically
Saturday Night Live was
first,
last.
bro. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. I put that one first, but yeah, what I want to be able to do is, and I mean, if anybody's in here, go check out my YouTube. We dropped a comedy short film called Beer Wars. This is people see me perform and they see the stuff I do and they're like, damn, bro, you came out of nowhere. I'm like, you have no idea how calculated and how hard I've been working, dude. From a good perspective, not a cocky perspective, just me looking, this is what I got to learn. Bro, I've been doing acting for like 6-7 years. I was doing sketch writing for 4 years. I did improv for 4 years. I treated comedy kind of like MMA. You know how you got to learn all the different arts and then you're just a badass motherfucker?
Yeah.
I looked at it like that, you know? And this is me being super high level for someone who does dick jokes. But like Bruce Lee said, you do everything and you take what works from that to work for what you're doing, bro. Man. And I did that in comedy. And there's people who, they hear I did improv and they be like, oh, that's silly, until they see me perform. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you don't know. I'm able to commit to my own idea like that and go hard right away. Because I had to do it every night. You make it up on the spot every night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's certain things that like I took from everything that I've done, bro. And it like sketch writing helped me just like be a better, like see the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like when I have a joke, I could see, oh, I could do more with it now because I've sat there and tried to grow something. And you can see that in the sketch. Like they watch, everybody was like, bro, whoa, how'd you do that? I'm like, you don't understand. I've trained myself to do this shit, dog. I'm just finally pulling the trigger, and now you get to see it. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah, it's those reps that you build, like, and you're already like, you know, it's like you already have that aspect with the like the mics and hitting the shows, but then it's also like how you were saying, like you flex. Okay, you put that work ethic into all these other aspects to where you develop it to where. Yeah, like you're saying, that's like the pull the trigger is just really just a matter of, you know, it's like that phrase, you know, luck is just when preparation and opportunity meet.
Bro.
To where it's just like you think it's lucky, and it's like it's low key, kind of almost offensive to me sometimes if motherfuckers think I'm lucky, because I'm just like, bro. I don't know, man. If everything that I've been doing is lucky, man,
they're not with you. When
you're not looking close. Bro. You're not looking at the sleight of hands then, to where it's almost like, well, actually, it's a. I almost want you to keep thinking that. But
yeah.
At the same time, it's like it hurt a little bit, but I feel. Thank you.
Well, you start understanding how people are gonna interpret shit like that, and you get used to it, my brother. Like you just do, man. But that's it, man. Like we just working. Because I'm guessing this is a rap crowd, but like if you want to be a bulletproof artist in your field. So if you're a rapper, you want to be able to freestyle. You want to be able to have sick ass lines and write your shit really well, you know? If you're someone who can make beats, even, you know, there's different things that if you do all of it, people go, oh, that's a solid motherfucker. So in comedy, like I want to be able to have people look at me and be like, oh, he does everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I want to be as a person, because like the baseline of why I do this is that I remember the times when life wasn't, life's still tough, but I remember when life wasn't good when I was younger, and I could pop on like a Comedy Central 30-minute special and I'd be laughing even though I had the worst fucking day that I'm going to remember. You know what I mean? So remembering that power made me want to go do that for people. And that's where that comes from for me. That's where that first fire came from. And then from there, I just want to be like bulletproof and just, I don't know if I'm going to make it where I'll be super rich or successful, but at the end of the day, I want motherfuckers to be able to look back and be like, and my kids too, they can see the stuff that I put up, and they're going to look at it and be like, oh, dad went for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the end of the day. That's what I can control. So that's what I'm going to control. I'm going to make it happen.
I fucks with that so heavy, man.
Because
real, that's all about like what I'm even kind of chasing with this show. And that's like the type of folks like yourself that I'm trying to have on that understand that spirit of like, honestly, my homie Ohm said it the best, and I kind of tell this to everybody, and it's the most wildest advice.
Yeah.
But he was on the phone with me. My guy Ohms, he's just like this big fucking Vato dude from fucking Southern California, and he's like, you know, man, he's like, life is really just like Cactus Jack, because like Cactus Jack wasn't like the prettiest dude or like the flashiest cat. Like really, he just threw himself out that fucking cage for us and hit the concrete. He's like, life is really just a matter of how hard you want to hit the concrete. And I was like, it's like really odd, very perceptive wisdom, but like using Cactus Jack.
Yeah, using something that you wouldn't normally take that way.
But I fuck with it because it hella applies to everything that I do, and that's like the spirit that I really want to embody with all these creative pursuits that I have. Because, and I tell people that, like how you were saying too, like it is a rap crowd, but very few people understand what it's like to like be on an open mic and like be in that moment of like, okay, there's a crowd of people here that like don't. I mean, we as like battle rap, we know what it's like to be at a crowd where there's some people around that like don't give a fuck about what we're doing and get to like go through that anyway. But because the battles are so few and far between, if you're not flexing that muscle as often as you can, you're not as like comfortable in front of people. So like I recommend every fucking battler to like hit open mics, just because even if you're not like gonna be the best comedian, the fact that like you're gonna go in front of people, because I take somewhat of an adversarial approach with like the audience when I go up there, because I come from the battle rap world.
Oh yeah, man, you gotta it just putting in the stage time, whatever it is, whatever you do, it matters, bro. The more comfortable you get used to being the person that's in the middle or whatever the mix is, it makes you stronger. So like it doesn't matter what you're doing, if you're a battle rapper or what your thing is at, man. The more you get in that moment where like you get to see how you react under pressure and under not knowing what's gonna happen, bro. There's something there. You just keep doing that shit.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
Man.
Like that shit's real, dude.
Absolutely. Fucking what's up, fuck off? What's up, Blue? Blue is at day 181. Fucking salute to you, sir. We're gonna get to 187 one fucking very, very soon. What's up, Swammy? I actually got a show cracking fucking this Saturday in Santa Cruz, thanks to that fucking man right there. What's up, dope. Jordan Smith, Crooked TV. What's up, Ali? Fucking, we got some folks up in the thing. Yeah. We just fucking, I like to fucking make sure fucking, I don't like to.
No, the homies are hanging out. Nah, man, they here. They chilling, bro. It's like they're here, man.
But, and I like that, we were talking about the show too, and I think we kind of like got off on a little tangent, but
we're gonna do that.
Tell me more about it. Yeah, no, that's fine, because we do that here, man. Like like you saw me took fucking 2 big ass dabs, like just like tacos there, cool. All right, let's go. So we're gonna go all over the place. So it's fun, but
the show.
Let's talk more about the show. You're saying you're doing it here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Is it like there's like a live aspect to it at all? Hopefully.
Oh, it's live. It's live and indoors, and possibly not legal. That's the like part of it.
I mean, we're allegedly doing the same thing over here at the battle rap,
bro. But yeah, I think things are kind of opening over there, so it's good. But basically, I wanted to start a ladies show that has mostly lady comics on it. So like, I just been wanting to do it for a while, but you can only do so many things at one time. So it was at a point where I was like, I want to highlight like hilarious ladies. Like, so then I made a show, and it's called Sausage Fest Comedy, which is a play on words, right? Because it's mostly chicks. There's like 2 or 3 dudes and like 6 chicks. That's literally how I want to book it. But the thing is, so they have that face swapping app where you can change the appearance of somebody, so you can make me look like a chick, or like they use it on the quarterbacks one time for all the NFL quarterbacks, and it was so funny like to see. But yeah, I use that to turn all the ladies to make them look like they're dudes on the flyer, and then the flyer turns into them being ladies. So at first it looks like a sausage fest. Yeah. And on the low, like there's a lot of lady comics in there. I could probably
pull it up actually.
Yeah, if you want, pull it up. But it's funny because like, oh shit, Anthony's in here. What's up, Anthony boy? I see you. That's one of the battlers actually. Yeah. He battles in both probably.
Yeah. Oh, so he does roast battles?
He does roast battles too.
I didn't know that.
Bro, he's like really.
That makes sense.
He's one of the dudes I wish would be back so bad, bro. Like I wish.
Am I poaching your talent over there?
Yeah, no, bro. You might have got him first, man. You never know, but like if he drove to put it this way, if Anthony drove to LA, if I get this thing set up on the 2nd or the 3rd, he drove to LA, he'd be on. I'd put him on one. But basically, yeah, man, like the show is just a ladies show. So like I have a spot in LA. I have the place in Walnut Creek called Retro Junkie, and I just want to run it there. So it's like a funny thing. Oh, that's a little one. See, it's a different one, but that one's one too though. It's in the top. It'll be on the top of my stuff. Keep going. Right there. It's that one. It's that one.
Bang.
So like right there. If you look at that, there's literally only 3 dudes on the flyer. There's 3 dudes on that flyer right there, bro. Like, and it's gonna change. It runs time for a second. Oh, push play. Push play. So stop for a second.
Ooh.
You're right there, yeah. So like, and then it changes to all the ladies, so you see that it's a ladies thing. And I got the old like vibe, yeah. That old beat that makes people feel like they should be doing lines and shit, and they unbutton their shirt. But that's it, bro. Like, so we running the show. I got 2 of my homies on there. I mean, those are all my homies, all of them. But yeah, they're in there. But we're doing that one here, and then I'm booking girls like literally right now to do the one in LA. So local talent over there.
Hell yeah.
Bro, but yeah, that's it, bro.
And Retro Junkie. So what was it? Like one of the like video game bars?
Yeah, it's a video game bar, but
Love
they turned
it.
it into a beer garden right now because of the situation.
It.
So like they have a nice setup actually, man. Oh, he says something else. We'll go back to the chat real quick. Let's see what he said. I've been robbed in both leagues. I'm gonna keep it real. He did get robbed in mine though. I think it's tough, bro.
You would have to be more specific about mine because I think everyone's been robbed in this league once or twice.
That's hilarious. Bro.
Yeah, no, there's not very much like a sanctioning body cracking over here. It's just whatever I can remember and write down and fucking like keep fucking going on. Fucking
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I had no idea that he was in fucking both. That's fire. Like that's fucking.
Yeah, no, he's good, man. He's solid for sure.
But yeah, no. So Sausage Fest, fucking. What gave you fucking like
the idea to do it, or like?
Yeah. I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
Well,
because like you just need to have a show
honestly,
going on right now.
I always hear because like I run like this writing group for comedians and stuff like that. I kind of took the skills I learned from sketch and I kind of bring people together to work on stuff. And I did one for ladies, like, so they're all there. But what I hear a lot is there's a big complaint, which is partially true, that there's always dudes or something on every flyer. So the reason I wanted to do that is that's why I was pitching it like Sausage Fest. Because even like some of the ladies that are my friends are like, okay, make sure to book all dudes because they thought it was going to be all dudes. So like it was a thing for them when they see that flyer. That same feeling is gonna be. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at it and go, "Oh, it's all dudes again." But then they're gonna look at it and be like, "Wait!" And then it changes. And I've already had people hit me up like, "Bro, you had me. It looked like it was all dudes."
That's fire.
Like, and it was just that same feeling that they have. But it was like, "No, Ryan, we got a show for you." And I run other shows for everybody, but this is the one I wanted to for the ladies who feel like they don't get enough love together. I was like, "We're doing it. Let's have fun with it, man."
Fuck yeah, man.
And it's hard for ladies out in comedy, dude. It's hard because like it's hard to get a dude that runs a show who isn't being cool and not just trying to fuck you and shit. Like I know that I hear that from them a lot. Like, and I'm like, yeah, man, I just want to see you doing good. Like I'm not trying to like, you're just there, do your thing. You a comic, like that's it. You know what I mean? We do business here. We're trying to get better and handle our shit. You know?
I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, cause like fucking battle rap is such a fucking insulary kind of world to where like we don't really have fucking many fucking female battle rappers.
Yeah,
I mean, especially out here. But I mean, it's not that like for really a lack of like I wouldn't put any on. I haven't really seen many. Like I've seen some at like Trez
I don't
Without
have
Regrets.
that many in the roast battle either.
Yeah, it's like it's not so much of a. I don't know if it's like how much of a common thing is out. Ironically enough, I think like out in the South and then like out in the East Coast, there's like a lot more like female battle rappers and shit. Because there is a good division of female battle rap. Like it could always be bigger, but like because it's like it's words. Like what's the know it's
that's what I always tell people. It's words, man. Like and the world's kind of sensitive right now, but at the end of the day, like you gotta. This is my thing. Like I've gotten people who, especially being near San Francisco, have been like and they kind of like, oh, you think you should be doing that? And I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I watch people fight on TV, and that's already like UFC. It's it's legal. It's sanctioned. But I'm like, you see that, and it's the way I look at it. You can look at it like bad, or you look at it like good. When people see UFC, they go, oh, I can go do that. I can go train, and I can prepare myself if I ever need it. So I think it's the same way with roast battling or even battle rapping. I mean, I don't know how many people will step up to you to battle rap, but like if someone tries to roast you, if you learn how to handle yourself and how to break them down too, I mean, they can't really mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, my kids are gonna know how to take someone down like in both ways when they need to. Like if someone makes fun of them, we'll make sure they know exactly where to hit so that they can defend themselves verbally. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be unable to protect yourself in all these different ways. That's the way I look at life, bro. Like we hope we don't have to use it, But if you need to lay somebody out or you need to hit them with some words, bro, we go get it.
Fair enough. Is there is there anything that you can speak on in terms of like when we should expect like roast battling to fucking come back, or like,
Oh, yeah.
are you kind of just playing it by yourself?
Oh, bro, no,
too?
actually, I mean, I can announce it here. I'm not big enough for it to even matter, you know. But no, I'm doing. We're going to LA, so I'm literally making. I'll tell you the whole rundown. I'm making the little teaser thing right now. I got the palm trees from LA, and what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna be a video, like a 4K video of the palm trees, and then you're gonna hear, because I start every roast battle by going roast. So I'm gonna play audio from the roast battles as it's getting faster and faster. And as soon as it hits a high point, the URC is gonna drop and it's gonna fade out and go to LA. And it's like I'm gonna drop that, and like it's like you, bro. There's only we don't have the biggest like super fan. It's not worldwide, but it's like one of those things that people who mess with us are gonna be like, oh, bro, let's go. We're in LA now. Let's make it happen.
And that's the thing I'm really learning. It's like, and we were talking about that before, like moving around on. It's way more about like the people and like the actual passion of like the actual fucking fans. And like, especially with our shit, like our shit keeps picking up steam more and more. Like it used to be a big thing with Dan, and then like under me now, motherfuckers like it's Dying League or whatever. But this last event we did, we had so many fucking people that like it was actually kind of nuts.
Exactly.
Like, we almost got in
keep
trouble
grinding,
shit,
bro.
where fucking
almost illegal.
You know, I'm just like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck about all this other opinion, because like for some reason I like the more love I put into this shit, the more people like pay attention, the more they're like, oh fuck, all right, this is some shit that actually we can fucking like, because my whole thing is consistency, and that's something that's like Dan has fucking passed down on to me. It's like
exactly,
it's all about just fucking nonstop being in people's face, whether they like fucking want it or not.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you're doing the work, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
and then like once you get those reps in, you get even me. I'm surprised when I can actually carry this fucking show for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I'll have other people tell me like, oh yeah, no, you do all right like carrying that. I'm like, oh shit, fucking thanks.
But you never felt like you're doing good enough. But you
never.
are, bro.
Yeah. So fucking, and then you'll see other people do it towards like when they're first starting out. I'm like, oh, I remember my first beer. Fuck. This is crazy to be on this like,
feel, bro.
But then even still, like, you know, everything has that progression, and it's like that. The fun is the fucking journey.
Damn, bro. That's the real shit.
And that's like the biggest thing that I've learned out of all of this nonsense that I've been doing lately.
It feels like nonsense just because it ain't college, but it's real.
Oh no, it really
it's
is.
Real.
Though.
I always tell people it's real. You're doing something for you. If like I'd say it's to a lot of people, and I mean the people that are in here, I take it, but some of us have to work. Like I used to be the person who had to work so much I could barely get out there. But like you gotta, man. Can't tear yourself up about it. Just wherever you can live your dream, you live it. And if you're doing it, then you're living your dream. Hopefully you can make it to a point where it's all you have to do. But if you fucking work 40 hours a week, or you got to work fucking 80 and you only get like 3 hours to go, whether you like making beats or you like freaking, if you like chopping wood, no matter what the hell it is. But when you actually get to do the thing that you enjoy, just know that you're living your dream when you're doing that, bro. Because this world don't, man. Yeah. Some of us got different levels, bro.
Like you got to just make it what you want to make it.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
It honestly, and I've said this on the show before too. Like, when I first started as a fucking delivery driver, you know, like the job, you know, it's like a level of security. Like, you know, realistically, if I can if I can be in a world of just making money off of being creative, that's like more of what I would like. But I'm never gonna really leave it until I can do that. But I remember like the first time I started really learning how to do this job, I had like I walked up on my truck and it was just like not even loaded. Everything was all over the fucking place. And I was just like telling the supervisor, like, hey man, I'm not even going to take this thing out. And he's like, nah, man, you got to make it your own day out here. And at the time I was like, man, fuck you.
Like, that's real,
but then
bro.
The more and more that I've been here, the more and more I know it's like, oh, you have to make it your own day. Like, yeah, like realistically, if things are set up cool, then all right, cool. Then you know, you can make your day a little bit easier. But like ultimately it's still up to you to fucking make it your own day.
Exactly, bro. You got to make it your own day. Cause like, for example, I realized this, like when the only thing some people have, and this was me, the only thing people have scheduled is work. The only thing that you know that you're going to do from time to time that you look at is freaking work. So you feel like your whole life is work. It's like, yo, bro, you need to make a schedule for the shit you like. Yeah. You get off at freaking 5, you go, hey, at 6, I'm going to do this. And have that on a schedule so you can see it. So then it makes then you feel like you're living more of your life. Because other than that, you're feeding someone else's dream. And I don't care who you are, that shit hurts, bro. Like, it don't feel right. You have whatever you want to do, man, make time for it. Like,
No, facts.
you got to make time for you, bro. Like, how many hours are you putting into what you do and what you like and whatever that is, bro? That's a whole fucking thing. That's this whole freaking Hyperice thing that I started. It started off with these silly
definitely gonna
videos,
bring
bro.
up that.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like I don't have a lot to pass my kids, so what I'm trying to do is make this brand for them, but it's for everybody. What it means is that what you and what you like to do with your life is dope. I feel like we live in an age where people are always comparing themselves to other people and making that let them feel bad. But it's like, just because you don't have a filter and music and angles on a video, don't make you think that their life is better than yours, bro. They just got a nice camera. Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? Live your life and hype up your fucking self. And that's what that whole thing is. I'm going to get to the point where people will like know that. But for now, I'm just doing the funny little videos with the tie-dye dude. And then I'm just like having fun with that, bro. But that at the end of the day, I want my kids to be able to sell this. But they're not just selling it. You're telling motherfuckers, when you put this on, you're saying, I love what the fuck I do. And that's it. Like, that's period. And we say that aggressively. I'm not saying it like a Disney movie. I say you love what you do aggressively. You know what I mean? Like this, every time I say something nice, I'm like, that's aggressive how I'm saying that though, for real. You have to protect yourself and your feelings and your dreams and your mind, bro.
That really is real as fuck, because it's like people can really like people, you know, because people will project their own bullshit onto you to where like if you don't have that mindset to like understand like, oh no, that's on them.
And no one teaches you that. If someone taught you that when you were young, everyone just tells you what you're doing wrong. That's all you get from people, bro. Like that's all you get from people or your parents or whatever. Nobody tells you how to like be like, you're supposed to tell yourself that you're good. Don't look for other people's. You're good. And then if you authentically look at yourself or your life and you go, I'm not doing enough, then you're not doing enough. But you told yourself that. You go make that happen, bro. You tell yourself what you need to do. Manage yourself. Like, fuck all that shit.
Now
dude.
That's real as fuck.
That's real, dude. You gotta live your life.
As fuck.
So that's the thing.
Like,
I
you
want my
know
kids to
you.
have that. You know you.
Yeah.
If you're unhappy because you say you're unhappy and because you need to do different, then I see that. Go do it. But don't let motherfuckers videos where they're fucking on a beach. Or some girl fucking, they're arguing right after they stop doing the video, bro. I promise. Or
they argue to get the video.
Yeah,
you know?
bro,
It's like,
like,
here, grab it. Fucking, I'm fucking driving. Grab the fucking thing. I'm fucking. You don't see the fucking waves?
Exactly,
right now,
bro. You're like, I can't believe you fucked up
Just
2-3 of
get
those
it.
shots.
Jethro Tull's still on. Get it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to look like fucking his Instagram model, you know? Like, I'm like, I always laugh when I see a dude. And like, if you're a dude and you're supporting your chick and y'all making money together and y'all taking pictures of them, I get it. But if you're a dude, just don't advertise your chick for other dudes, man. Don't do that. That
really works well,
bro. It bugs me. It bugs me.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, like
I can't.
I think there is a fine line because I think some women would definitely like the appreciation of being like,
yeah, you want a memories type thing, but like,
but there is a fine line. Yeah, no, some guys would be like, "This is my lady. This is my love of my life." Like, maybe.
Yeah, you don't know if it's your turn or is she really with you, bro.
You don't look stupid if you have to delete that later.
And that's for you, exactly, bro. But that's it. But when they're just taking like
Have
a dude's
that for
taking
y'all.
pictures of her on the beach, you know what I mean? He's not even in the photo.
Yeah.
I'm okay with you. But when she's like, oh yeah, always taking pictures of, I'm like, nah, you can't be that dude that's always taking pictures of your chick and she don't got you in them. And she's always like, I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And that's for anybody. That guy,
That's a
girls,
great
whatever.
point.
Like, dude, like. That's just crazy. This world, because everybody's trying to impress everybody else, bro. And it's like, damn, dude, like, that shit's wild.
Now, I will say, like, I do take pictures of my lady, but that's for me, though. Like, I don't.
I like that, bro.
I don't be posting it, and then, like, I'll post her shit. I'll, like, send her a text message later.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like one of those things, like, it's just here and there. It's like, not really a thing.
Yeah. There's a way to do it.
So basically,
but do it for each other.
You're with your girl, and that's real.
Yeah.
Some dudes are just a tripod for their girl. She ain't with him. Your girl's with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, he's willing to hold a camera, so I'm going to keep him around till I got another dude that will hold a fucking camera.
That's
I've
real
seen
as
that.
fuck. But see,
and that's niche. It's not everybody.
But that goes back into what
niche.
you are saying in terms of, like, you know you and you got to, like, protect you, too. Because it's like, you know your worth as well. So it's like,
exactly, my brother.
Yeah, man. That all of that fucking ties into each other. Like,
Yeah.
Especially, and that's why I tell people, like, get on a fucking stage and get a mic in front of your face and, like, try to, like, entertain people, because you're gonna find out more about yourself.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Yeah.
To where you don't even need them to understand you.
Exactly.
And then like all the people that I've like interviewed so far in the comedy world, like so far it's just been like you and fucking Mean Dave, I think.
I mean, Dave is dope.
And then fucking, of course, you know,
Down
like,
to earth.
You know, Dan's done both and all that shit, but like Mean Dave's the fucking man, and fucking and you know, he talks a lot about that. Like, he was just like, oh yeah, no, like at a certain point, like you just understand like how to just like kind of push yourself forward.
Yeah.
And the rest doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
you just don't care,
And
man.
it kind of just falls into place if it falls into place kind of shit.
Yeah, unless you're competing directly with somebody, most of the time, with their success doesn't hurt you at all. So don't let it be a thing.
Oh, and Zook. Fucking, I just think of Zook as a battle rapper, but you know. I'm sure he wants to consider himself more as a comedian first
I feel
than a
it,
battle
bro.
rapper first.
Hell yeah, bro.
He even said that shit in one of his rap battles, like something about like you're really actually proud of this, and you know, later on I probably won't even mention this or some bullshit like that. So I was just like, yeah, fair enough.
That's
Like,
funny,
you
bro.
like, you know, he's pretty good about like flexing that roast battle shit within the battle, because I mean a lot of that can like, if you can just rhyme well, you can just fucking do that roast battle shit.
Yeah.
And then the thing about battling too is like we get to kind of like really, really explore. Like, so it's like if you have a really good punchline, you could really like massage that shit and like set it up so well.
Yeah.
So like when it does hit and like you have all those syllables like fucking boom, 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 and no.
And when somebody kills something perfect,
Oh,
it's just like
it
everything's
really
crazy.
is like that super hot fire man,
Yeah,
and shit. Like
dude.
it really is.
Super
It
hot
really is.
fire.
It's so funny because that shit like sometimes like I understand that shit is a parody of all the shit like when it's bad, but when it is good, it really is like
It's
that.
funny,
like
bro.
and
Yeah.
it really does apply because it's just like some people are just so great about being able to like stack those things up. So for him to that's almost like that should almost be like a fucking performance enhancer that he's doing battle rap on the side. Fucking
No, it really does,
like,
bro. It's
because it
real.
like and then because both feed into each other though for real. Like
They do.
and that's why I always try to tell people like do more open mics. What are all right? What's up, fucking Matthew?
Man, what's up, baby?
I was telling my lady friend too. I love fucking Matthew because he's just like very much like regular kind of like, you know, dad type dude, but then he like just hangs out with like pure degenerates when he's at the open mics to where I'm just like, I flex with you, sir.
That's hilarious, man.
But
He's cool.
he's great people. He's great people. Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, he's doing both.
nice. That's the way to do it.
I love it, bro.
That's the way to do it.
My
What's
God.
some of the more fucking like, cause you've been out here for a fucking good minute doing the comedy. What's some of like your like more favorite places to fucking hit or like
Favorite
what
places? Like open mics are actually doing shows. Like
you know, either
a
or.
little bit of both. It just depends, man. Like to be honest, so when it's with mics, I love places that are like okay, like let me explain this to you. There's a weird like thing. So like when I run Pepper Tree is not the most friendly open mic, right?
No.
It's not at all. I literally have heard people who say like they don't want to go there because when you do a place that's hard, and I purposely pick the place to hard, and that nobody cares what you say, you can find your voice and learn to deal with an audience that does not care that you're there. You have to earn respect every week. And when you get used to that, and I go in front of an audience that paid and is ready to laugh, dude, it's like drinking water at that point. Because I've already made it hard. I don't know. You know, somebody watched Dragon Ball Z in here. You watch Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, fuck yeah.
You remember the hyperbolic chamber?
Yeah.
Where you go into this place that's so goddamn freaking difficult, you can't even walk kind of thing. I purposely made that my hyperbolic chamber where it's so hard to get laughs and it could break you, and it's breaking a lot. I've seen people not come back to that room, and I love that. I love people not coming back. I feel bad in a way, but part of me goes, nah, man, I could see who wants to like be like, nah, I'm gonna come back and figure it out. But what it did is that's my hyperbolic chamber, so I was able to become more like bulletproof. So when I'm in front of an audience that's easier, there's no audience harder than that. And I do it every week. So every audience I walk into is easier than that. And imagine that. You know what I'm saying? For you, like from a real place, like it's real. Pepper Tree's perfect. Yeah. And it was a thing
really is.
in comedy, like, and I'll say this, like, it's very niche, but because we live in a place where you're worried about what you're saying so much, when you or you may be performing in nice rooms and there's maybe someone always to impress, there's something in comedy that happens to people where you stop. He says, you did not have the freedom to find a joke that you could have found because you're too scared to say something wrong. I had a room that no one cared what I said. I could have said something crazy, and I'm not a crazy person to say anything bad, but I could be me and be playful and say random stuff or talk about things and no one's here recording, no one's here doing whatever. I don't have anyone I need to impress in here, and I find gems that other people can't find because they're not mining like I do. You know what I'm saying? They're not mining like I do. They're not in here in the dark doing the things. So like it's one of those things where like You're not minding like me. So when I meet people that go, damn, you came out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, you have no idea. Everything I do, even stuff that you can't understand, is for a purpose. And I did that for a purpose. I also did a thing there where like every Monday for 2 years, I came with a new 10 minutes of material every single week. The reason I did that is there was a problem when you start becoming a good comic where you have a good 12, 15 minutes and you stop doing it. You stop trying to grow because just like you can use that everywhere in murder and it feels good. But in comedy, if you do that, what happens to you is you get scared to do other stuff. Because when you start a new joke in comedy, when you're a new comic, that's a new joke you've never done before. And it could go bad and it could feel terrible, but you're used to how it feels good. So you don't want to go where it feels bad. And I noticed that in myself and I was like, oh, I'm going to overdo it. You ain't got to do it like I did, but I overdid it and did a new 10 minutes every week. And they weren't all funny, but I'd have like 3 minutes here that hit. Maybe 6 minutes the next week. And I was putting everything away that had potential. Yeah. And I literally, this is not a joke and this is not an, everybody be like, oh, really? I literally have over 3 hours of shit I know works. Like I literally I did a headlining set and I went on stage. I had it planned like this. I did a headlining set, 45 minutes. And what I did was I gave the audience one word that correlated to a joke. I give them 2 words, like this. One's a different joke, one's the other joke. And I gave out that many. I gave out like 10 of them, right? So that's like 20 jokes. And I let them pick the joke I was doing. And I ripped the set. And I was like, oh yeah. And I didn't even get to the 10th joke. You understand what I'm saying? I did 45 minutes of stuff that I literally was just letting them pick, and it wasn't planned, and I was having fun with it, and I didn't even get to. So I could have been up there for a whole nother hour, and it felt different because I used to be in a place where when I was on stage doing headlining sets, you're like, when I finished, I was like, like, God, thank God I finished, because like the time came up because I wouldn't have known to go further than that, like in regards to like having material. Now I go do a headlining set and I have a list. I barely get through half of it, and it feels good and it's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because and people don't understand that, but they'll see it later. Like I've already stockpiled a bunch of, I wanted to create, and this is like super, I have all these niche like metaphors for how I do things, and all these metaphors won't matter until I actually do something with my life, and then people will look back and be like, oh, he was talking big, because you ain't shit until you do something. But when I do something, this metaphor will be big. But I wanted to create the Ford Model T assembly line for creating hour specials. So what I wanted to learn was when you create a car, and this is like boiling it down, but the first thing you need is material. So I need to learn how to just trust I could find material. So that's what that was. I was building up material. Then the writing aspect of like having something that works, that ain't the end of it. You got to learn how to write and add to it. And that's the phase that I'm in now to make, because it could be funny, but it could be up here. But you got to find a way to get there. Mm-hmm. That's the bending of the metal to start shaping it into a car. And then when you find how they fit together, you have an hour special. So what I'm trying to do is be able to have hour specials like that I can make at any moment. And I literally have 2 hours that are good. One of them is better than the other, but I'm trying to learn that, like, and now I'm like a hoarder because I have like way too much shit because you can't do all that material. I'm like a comedy hoarder, but this is like real. Like when I literally have a computer full of plus 3 hours shit that works. So now it's like, oh, which ones fit together? I'm trying to learn that, but it's a good problem to have. Yeah. It's not a problem that a lot of people have. You understand what I'm saying?
No, there's good problems out there.
Yeah, dude. And that's where I was at. Like, and it felt good because when I would do the 10 minutes, some people were like, oh, inspired, and they would come do a new 6 minutes because that's how much time you get at the mic. They'd be like, because I seen you do it for the last 2 months, I made me go like, I need to try to do 6 minutes of new material. And they're like, they would purposely walk to me and be like, I want you to know I'm doing all new material because of you. And that made me feel good. Because the thing is, it was a weird thing for me, but I didn't want to be a scary little bitch and not do these 10 minutes. I was like, nah, bro, you got to do it. And it was like a thing where, how you say this? Like, I was strict on it too. I'm strict. When I tell myself I'm going to do something, I go do it. That's literally it. So what I told myself was, you have to have these jokes actually written. You need to know where they start, where they're going. You can't just walk up there and flounder. You at least know where they start, where they're going, and where the punches are. And that was the criteria. So I had them written up before I got up there. It was a trip, dude. So I did that for like 2 years. But Sammy, what I was getting to, Sammy Obeid, who is now Netflix, doing all kind of stuff, whatever. He came up to me at the Pepper Tree and he was like, I just want you to know I strive to do what you're doing. And this dude's successful. This dude's on Netflix. This dude's whatever. But when he told me that, it like solidified that I was doing something different and doing something right. Because he was like, he literally, when you have someone that's already like, I'd take his career in a second. Not from him, but like I would, if they could duplicate it to me, I would be like, yeah, because he's already been on Netflix. He's already got the credits. He's already amazing. He's a great writer. But when he came up to me and said, I strive to do what you're doing, I'm just a dude running an open mic and producing like random independent shows. Yeah. That made me go, okay.
But it's like you're in the wild though.
Yeah.
Like,
it made me feel,
it's that whole like, I'm sure like the fucking lion at the zoo looks at the fucking lion in the jungle like, man, I wish I was you. And then there was a lion in the jungle. It's just like, man, fuck.
That's that thing.
They just throw you fucking food?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Why would you come out here, bro?
Yeah, it's like, well, no, you don't want to come out. You don't want to come out here, man.
Exactly, brother.
Yeah.
But that all came from I noticed that when I would do shows, I'd be scared to do new material because I knew I could crush with the shit that I had. I knew I could do good with the stuff I had, and it makes you not want to do it. Yeah. And so like what I did was I burnt all the ships. You can't go back to stuff. And that was just for the Monday. I would go to showcases and bring things that worked or maybe old stuff, and I'd like work on that at like main shows. But the Pepper Tree being a dead mic where I could do whatever I wanted, I was free to do that, and it didn't matter.
See, that's genius. And
didn't matter.
And I respect that so much because especially like within the battle rap world, you only have like if they book you for a battle, most battles are like 2 minutes, 3 rounds. That's it. That's all you have. It's for only that moment, and then it exists online forever.
Forever. You got to represent yourself.
So it has to be like the best. Like you have to run that so many fucking times.
Exactly.
And then, but also, the best can have still that ability to where they know their stuff so well that they can still improvise in between rounds
and still keep it
before or
going.
after rounds and things like the tools that the best comics have, the best battle rappers have.
Exactly.
They're just used in different ways.
Yeah.
To where like I feel like I've had such a leg up from battle rap stepping into comedy because the biggest hurdles I see that from like open mics is people aren't comfortable or they just don't have like a thought out fucking thought. Like it's just like
or when that
tits.
pressure hits. Yeah. It's out of nowhere, right?
And it's just
or
like,
when they get hit
what
with something
about
that doesn't
tits?
work. When they hit with something that doesn't work, how do they respond? That's why that dead mic was good for me. I could see like, I knew people see me do shows now and they're like, there's nothing that could break you. And I'm like, yeah, dude, because I got used to it. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just gonna do me. I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't. I'm gonna do me. And on stage you can see it. I don't care. If everybody stops laughing, I'm gonna still do this joke the way I was gonna do it. I don't care. Like I can't explain it to you because I've already been in a room that's either to get a laugh is great. You know what I'm saying? So because I've already lived in it.
Yeah. I remember
Easy, bro.
Flo did a show, and it's so funny because you grind so much that we like have such similar circles that all like kind of coincide. So Flo did that show in Oakland in that like weird fucking. I thought like we were gonna get chopped up in there. It was like cold as fuck.
Bro.
We were like the only ones there.
Yeah.
And you got on stage. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do my B shit.
And that's from the Pepper Tree. I literally have like I have a D, C, B, and A, bro. And I literally said I was gonna do bro, I forgot I did that, dude. That's so funny. And that was real. But that shows I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember saying it. That was so funny.
So
bro.
like to even hear you say it now, it's like, oh yeah, no, I know. I've seen it in person to be like,
bro.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just practicing my comfortability tonight because obviously, fuck it.
And the set went fine with like no one there. It was fun. I had a good time with it, dude. Like,
but I did like what you were all saying about the Pepper Tree too, and even Matt fucking agreed about the Pepper Tree because, even fucking, like a lot of it too is like fucking. I just like if I was hitting open mics, I just started exploring more. So it wasn't even a matter of like not going back. It would just be like, oh, once or at
no, you have
the
other
same
things.
times.
You're checking everything out.
But
like,
then I would hear about like, oh yeah, I just came from the Pepper Tree. I'm like, well, shit, I should have just came from the Pepper Tree.
Yeah, that's a vibe, bro.
But then you're saying though too how it's like it is that dark room. But then I've been there a couple times to where I've seen a couple people fucking like kill it,
and
to where it's just like, all right, there's a way.
There's a way.
Like
if
there's a couple people here, and depends on the night, but there's a few people here. There is absolutely a way, and I've seen it because what was that cat? Fucking Cody, something or another. Fucking blonde haired cat. I think his name was Cody. I don't know.
Cody Woods.
Cody Woods. Yes.
Yeah, Cody Woods.
Yeah. I saw him like killing, and it was like before his like Tommy T set or whatever the fuck. He was just practicing it.
Yeah, but he just like come through, rip it, dude. And that's that pro shit. I respect Cody so much, bro. Like that's one of those people that just does the grind and does the work.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. There's like you said, like we don't know each other that well, but you could respect because you know how much grit and how much belief in yourself and how much not giving a fuck what people think it takes to run things, to go out there and try to make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like from you, I see all your bots and all the stuff go up, and I'm just like, bro, he's grinding. I know exactly how he's grinding to try to put things together, bro.
Yeah, no. So like,
it's real,
fucking,
fam.
like, much love to you, fucking, because you definitely been fucking reciprocating the fucking support, and it's just crazy because it's so crazy because even in like the battle rap world, like I started out just like coming out over here because like Dan was kind of like a hero of sorts, and I tried out, and then lo and behold, I'm fucking running this shit. To where it's just like, then you know everything just like has weird ways of like revolving back to each other. To where like I start off on your mic and Peppy Tree, and then like world gets closed, and I start a show, and fucking now we're back here.
It's weird.
To where it's just like, it's weird how things just always kind of circle back to each other fucking at a certain point when you, as long as you do put in the fucking work. And like, and I just knew fucking because you're somebody that like knows the fucking hustle to where it's like, oh yeah, I can hit him up. He'll probably be like, oh yeah, I'll fucking make some time really quick,
man.
come through.
That's it. I wanted to make sure I made time to come out, man.
And comics are easy because it's fucking, that's the game, is talking.
We talk anyway. We talk all the time. Yeah.
So fucking, is there anything that we want to make sure we let the folks know about you before we head on out of here?
Oh, for sure, brother. Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, just follow my stuff. You can post my name, I guess. Arturo Raygoza Jr. on everything, bro. So like Instagram and all that stuff. And
what about like the channel for like the shows coming up?
Oh yeah. So I have basically my YouTube, but go to the Ultimate Roasting Championship YouTube. It has its own YouTube where we have the past battles up. We got to put more. We got to catch up, but it's mostly me, and just sometimes people help me. You know what I mean? And I'm already doing all this stuff, so we're catching up. But go watch those roast battles. I'm trying to make it a thing. I'm trying to build that show into something that I could like either get on a network or I can just make it become so popular it's its own thing. Yeah, man.
I mean, if shit don't coincide with my shit, I'd fucking be down to fucking help you film that shit. I'd fucking do that shit over here.
Right.
So it'd be the
all
same
day.
shit, really.
All day, bro. That's all it is, man.
Fucking,
just trying to make it work.
But hell yeah, man. Fucking, yeah. I think we fucking did the fucking thing. That's
bro.
Like I said, much fucking love to you. Very much appreciate you for fucking making the time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to we get back to a fucking regular world tour where we're fucking just bumping into each other at fucking mics and shit. And like I tell fucking all you guys fucking always, make sure you fucking go support us on Patreon, patreon.com/counterproductive. I'm working on all of the battles from the last weekend. I'm still editing them. I have a few in the tank. Once they're all ready, I'm gonna upload them at once. They're all gonna go up there. We're gonna be watching them live this weekend for the live judging. Make sure you tune in for that shit. And like always, fucking wash your ass, wash your hands, brush your teeth, love yourself, love somebody else. We're up out of here.
Yeah, put in things when you see us. Like, what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe before they re-up. Say they don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Put in things when you see us. Like, what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe before they re-up. Say they don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Hey, I'll roll a chopper out the pack, then pull the big out. She think I'm Rambo when I'm shirtless with the stick out. Black on black when we attack, we never stick out. I get to squeeze until it's empty, pop the clip out. You share your business with these bitches, let it slip out. You give your money to that house, so you a trick now. I don't say shit to the bitches, pull my dick out. First we fucked, and when I'm finished, I'ma spam shit. My dog just barking and got the taste for blood. Pop shit, you get your top split, I left them laying her. 9 true, you get your mind blue, but what you tryna do? Slide through, must I remind you? I be almost sipping a 40, yeah. Gripping a 40, yeah. I'll let one go up at your face and get distorted, yeah. End of the story, yeah. It's not important, we celebrate and spin your block up in that 40, yeah. I got magazines for your issues. Activate with the pistol. I'm at your face like some tissue. If I bless you, I won't miss you. Bullets got it like a missile. Now they gliding through your tissue. Hit your bitch, your friends, your family, anybody riding with you. Little bitch, I walking like I'm God, but I'm a demon to you. Little bitch, I keep the pump on deck, but I ain't cleaning the pool. You feel that barrel bust, you feel that marrow crush. Little bitch, I rock enough gold to make a pharaoh blush. You put in things when you see us. Like, what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe them for they re-up. They don't know shit. shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us. Put them things when you see us, like what's the big idea? Bentley, Benz, or Beamer, we be swinging like we teed up. They don't know shit. Pull up, then we swipe them for they re-up. They don't know shit. Glock up in their face so they don't see us.